What's different with this Pudgy Penguin launch is that they are actually targeting people that have nothing to do with Web3. So they're kind of bringing new money that it's not in Web3 right now, to a Web3 company. Because when you see a toy being number one on Amazon, you buy it because you feel like, okay, this is good. People are buying it. It looks cute. Let's go. You don't have so much time to lose. That's how Amazon works. You just see number one, you say, okay, people like it. Okay, I buy this. And that's the great part about all this, in my opinion. Bringing money from outside the Web3 space into Web3 and in a Web3 company. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Damn Show, another episode this week. And this week, we're going to talk about something that I really care about. But before we go there, how are you, Atare? Where are you?
I mean, like I said, undisclosed location. Number 7 or number 8? Losing track. But I'm doing great. A lot of nature in this very secret location. There's some snow, but no penguins. But we do want to talk about Pudgy Penguins on this episode. So maybe, what's the big news? Walk us through it.
Okay, so Pudgy Penguins, Luca Netz, since he bought Pudgy Penguins, he started like a completely new roadmap and also way that he marketed Pudgy Penguins. And he set different goals for this brand and the way that this brand was going to go mainstream. Besides using like TikTok, Instagram, like if you go on their pages, they get a ton of reactions, a ton of shares and everything. So was already a great strategy. But now they're jumping into toys, children toys, and physical products, which is something that it's very interesting for me. And it's something that I also have a little bit of knowledge about because I did physical products for Amazon as well. And I did it for years. I really like that they are trying this new way of creating profit revenue for the Pudgy Penguins brand. And today we're just going to talk about that and go through how they did it and how was the response from the community.
Yeah, so I saw a tweet that said that it reached number 1 on Amazon for, I think, stuffed toys animals. Yeah, so I saw a tweet by Loopify that showed that the Pudgy Penguins stuffed animal was number 1 in the toddler stuffed animals and toys, and actually it was number 1, 3, and 4 and 5. Oh my god, in the new release. And so you can see the effect of using Amazon as a channel to now generate revenue, which I think it's brilliant. And let's just jump into the banger tweet immediately. We'll ask how does this help Pudgy Penguin holders? And to me it's really obvious. And Luca had a banger tweet. He said, creating alternate revenue streams so that the company can be cash flow positive, and so we're not doing endless mints to squeeze liquidity out of collectors. Like that's how you make a business work. And so it's going financially independent through products and getting money outside of the people in NFTs. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal. For me, the most important part of all of this, it's not only that obviously you are not squeezing your own holders, but there are also other projects that didn't squeeze their own holders. They gave other kind of let's say rewards through time. But the difference here is that even though they gave rewards, it seems like those rewards that could have been like an airdrop or ApeCoin or whatever, it feels like all that was always inside our circle of NFTs, crypto Twitter, and everything. So this circle of people, they continue to invest in this. What's different with this Pudgy Penguin launch is that they are actually targeting people that have nothing to do with Web3. So they're kind of bringing new money that it's not in Web3 right now, to a Web3 company. Because when you see a toy being number 1 on Amazon, It doesn't matter. It's cute. Pudgy penguins are cute. The quality is probably very good because I believe Luca and their team really went through like a very went deep into the process of creating the best toys they could create. When you see it number one on Amazon, you have to buy a toy for your nephew, your child, or whatever. You buy it because you feel like, okay, this is good. People are buying it. It looks cute. Let's go. You don't have so much time to lose. That's how Amazon works. You just see number one, you say, okay, people like it. Okay, I buy this. And that's the great part about all this, in my opinion. Bringing money from outside from outside the Web3 space into Web3, and in a Web3 company.
And I think part of what's brilliant is that with Amazon, reviews play a big deal in terms of how your product is ranked, and getting reviews early on is really important. And when you have a bunch of NFT holders that are diehard for your brand and you drop a toy on Amazon, what's the first thing that they're all going to do? They're all going to go out and buy a bunch, and they're all going to leave amazing reviews because it's their own IP. It's whether you have the specific IP of the Pudgy Penguin NFT, or you're just a holder in general, or you're just a supporter. And I thought it was cool to see Harry had a great thread where he talked about all the people that supported the Pudgy Penguins drop by just posting on Twitter. So we saw like Greg Solano, the founder of Bored Ape Yacht Club. He purchased one, and then we had a bunch of notable people that bought the toys to support this new venture, and I thought that was so interesting.
Yes, it is so interesting. There was like a similar attempt that happened in 2021. I don't know if you were into that group of people that bought Gary Vee's books, but there is a very big difference, I would say. When we were buying Gary Vee's books and leaving reviews, like he was like, buy 12, buy 24, you're gonna get an NFT. It was mostly benefiting him, I would say, no, and his own personal brand, because it was his own book. It was not VeeFriends or whatever. So the difference here is, yes, he used his community as well back then to get to the first spot in books on Amazon, to get like high number of reviews and sales, but it was mostly about Gary Vee and his new book. This time it's about the whole community, the Pudgy, the Pudgy brand that is growing. More people are going to know about it. So I just love this move so much. Let's dive into Harry's thread and see what he said.
Yeah, so Harry just covered all the people that were tweeting in support of Pudgy Penguins. And so I mentioned, Bored Ape Yacht Club founder Greg Solano bought some. We saw, big influencers like Lupify and a bunch of people just kind of rallying and saying, this is so cool. Let's support Pudgy Penguins on this new venture. Even if you're not a Pudgy Penguin, because the NFT community is very small, and it really is us against the world. And so let's support. And so many people did. And I think this is a big win. And not just for the project, but also those penguins are people's specific IP. And so I'm pretty sure there's some version of like a royalty structure that's happening with the sales of that plushie toy that goes back to holders as well, which is huge. Maybe this is a first sustainable way where IP is being utilized by the project itself, generating revenue and now giving back to holders. And so I also think about like Oni4s, and that's a separate topic, but with some of the plans that they have, and we'll get into that next week's episode with Henry on how they're planning to activate and mobilize the IP in Oni4s.
Yeah, this whole thing is amazing. Seeing all of these people supporting, like Garga, like you said, and so many other big names in the NFT space, is because it just makes so much sense. It's like an easy and relatable way for people to find out about NFTs. Like they're gonna buy these toys without even knowing that Pudgies are an NFT project, and then they will find out. I believe inside the action figures, there is actually some kind of paper that like makes you understand that Pudgies are an NFT project. So I
also think there's a NFC chip that lets you mint a soulbound token in the Pudgies as well.
All right. So in the stuffed animal as well.
Yes.
All right. So obviously trying that, this is going to help the onboarding process, because people are just going to buy whatsoever just because it's cute. but then they find inside the toy that there is another kind of utility or something that they can activate, and that's gonna help them being onboarded into Web3, or like at least get a primer on what this whole thing is about. And I'm super, super bullish, and I'm a fan of this. I think that as creators, founders, or whoever we are in the space, we have also this responsibility of trying to onboard new people in the space. If we believe it so much, if we think that it's the future, if we think that it's a improvement from what we have been doing until now with Web2 and all these other companies, we should also, put our faces to onboard new people and make them learn about this new world. And that's what we are trying to do with the damn game show, right?
Yeah, the damn game show is coming up May 20th. It's now 6 days away when you're watching this episode. This has been weeks and weeks and months, honestly, of ideas and executing in weeks time frame. And so we're so excited to show you guys what we have in store for you. Again, I want to remind you there's thousands of dollars in prizes. We sent out a tweet yesterday. So if you want to be a contestant, we are picking a few more contestants live on Thursday. And so we'd love for you to join the Thursday live stream and come through and support us and come have a fun Sunday evening with us on the damn game show. It's going to be a game show in New Tokyo, and we can't wait to show what we're cooking.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on Thursday on the live stream where we're going to pick the contestants.
So don't forget, like, subscribe, and we will see you on Thursday. Take care, everybody.